inside there. That's what I love about her, because she has been here and worked with state governments in Nigeria as well. So trying to create a gap, bridge the gap between institutions and state governments, especially with respect to getting connected with organizations in Washington DC. So I'm going to give her a brief time to kind of give us an idea of what she has, and then we can get in contact with her. Please, ladies and gentlemen, can we celebrate Dr. Remi Duyile? Thank you.
Good evening, my beautiful sisters. Good evening, everyone. I know it's been a long, but you will agree with me that it's been a very productive day. This is a day that has been so impactful. I mean, we've had so much discussions with personal development and all the great stuff that Dr. Ashburn beautifully summarized. So I'm not going to bore you with what we've seen so far, but I want to just congratulate all of us, and especially the speakers. You have done a great job, and the next phase is a call to action. I have been in this country for 35 years, Nigerian American, came here, started with an MBA as a teller, resigned from Bank of America as a vice president. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I also work with the U.S. Congress. I am the director for the Continental African Diversity Leadership Council. Why do I say all of this to bore you? It's not to impress you, but to impress upon you that some of your sisters are here and we're making you proud. And we are building the bridge that we need, like Jackie said, to be able to transform Africa. If Africa needs to be transformed, it's going to be up to each and every one of us in this room. I was privileged to serve in Nigeria for 5 years. So my experience is unique because I have the American experience. I also have the Nigerian experience, which is very unique. And I know that Madam Commissioner, NDDC, and I can talk offline. It could be very challenging when you're dealing with different people, when you have a different orientation. But what that has done, it has allowed me and my company to see that how can we be that bridge builder in America to ensure that those like-minded people can work together. Because people do business with people they trust and they like. Before they even know what you have to offer, they have to like you, they have to trust you. How do they do all of those? They do that, thank God for social media. Some people go and search you before they even meet with you. And social media has opened all of us in a very transparent way, which makes business easier for each and every one of us in this room. We can come up here and tell you everything we want to tell you, but guess what? You have the power to go search it out. So we're going to call ourselves to action. We're sitting in this room with so many landed women, women of power. I can't wait to meet each and every one of you who are making things happen in your space. You're impacting lives. You're mentoring people. You have your own businesses. You have funding. But guess what? What we need to do more as women is the ability to have these 3 C's as entrepreneurs or as people who are in corporations looking to the next level. The 3 C's are competence. And I know that since we've been in this room today, everyone that I've listened to have brought the importance of competence. And competence is in your space, be in your lane, and have information that will make you very competent enough to talk about what you believe that you can do. Secondly, confidence. When you have competence, then it's easier to be confident because you know what you're talking about, right? Because it's all about knowing what you're talking about and to be able to impress somebody that you can solve a problem. All we all do in life is finding solutions to somebody's problem. And that's all we do. So if you don't have the confidence to demonstrate that to someone, no matter how smart you are, no matter how Harvard grad you are, it's going to be difficult for them to believe you. They might get you in, but they probably won't want to do much with you. And of course, commitment. Being able to be committed to do what you say you'll do, to learn the tools, the skills, to do the networking that you need to do, to pay for those trainings, for those personal development that you need to attend so you can meet the right people. That has been the story of my life. in America, coming in here at a young age, seller to vice president, networking has been a key thing that I have used. Strategic networking is what I call it. Strategic volunteerism, serving, being in places where I will serve, even as a vice president, if all it takes is to man a table, so I can be around greatness, so I can be around people who I want to be like, so I can be around people who will show me the people I want to be like. I encourage all of us, it works all the time. And it can only work even now that we have a global age. Why am I here in front of you? Because you've heard everything I've just said. They've said it better even before I got here. They are the 5 C's of credit. No matter what you want to do as an individual, you have the passion, you have the dream, it's now time to step out and show up. But you show up, sometimes you need money. You show up, sometimes you need partnership. You show up, sometimes you need skill. You show up, sometimes you need experience. This is the time to leave this audience and take action. Write 3 things. Please do it, because I do procrastinate. So don't look at me and think that what I'm telling you, I'm talking down on you. I'm talking to myself. Write 3 things that you're going to action, and please do it. Because if we don't do that, we'll come back next year again, and we're doing the same circle, the Old Boys Network. We can do Old Girls Network, because we party more than they do. But when we're together, we don't talk about what we do. Everybody's in their space, we're in their lane. If we've been here for 2 days, we should know each and every one of ourselves. We should know what businesses are important. We should know, how can I help you? How can you help me? And that's why we're here to say, we're calling you to action. There are resources in America. There are resources, and all these resources are transparent. They're online. You have the Exim Bank, for those of you who might want to do some import and export business. The Exim Bank is there. We have access to those people. You also have the OPIC. Some of you are doing housing, construction. These people are there. But if you do not package yourself, if you do not know this information and be ready, there's no way you can go and present yourself to resources that are already there for you. And you don't need too many hands to do these things for you. You need to get the information and get with the right team so that you're not taken advantage of. This is the daylight now. Nobody needs to be in the dark age. And I know we're all smart women and men in this room, so we know what to do. We have the World Bank. If an idea sounds so great, once you do your homework and you put your things in order, engage people who can help you start the conversation. And once the conversation is started, if you need to come back and follow up, partner with people. Let's do business-to-business matchmaking. Let's begin to trust one another. Let's not start looking for, I need to have a white person, a green person, a yellow person, before I can engage. Who can know and have passion about Africa and Africans? Who? Nobody. We're the ones that have the mothers. We might be diasporans. We're the ones that have the mothers, the aunts, the uncles. Our families are there. So we need to start to begin to trust one another. And that is so important. So you might say, oh, well, I need to fly here. No, you don't. If you engage and you trust a resource, then you might not need to travel. But if you don't trust, then you come on down and go through the process. Of course, Chamber of Commerce, every country has it. When I was in Nigeria, I joined the Nigerian American Chamber. I attended a few Chamber of Commerce events at the Lagos Chamber of Commerce. These are associations that we should be engaging in. Even if you don't have a business yet, you might not even have a business. Life is not all about what you need. Life is beyond what you need. If you are a leader, then you want to be a fountain of resource. You want to be a fountain of wealth, so that when people come to you and they see you, you can engage and tell them where to go. Not for you. Sometimes it's not for you. Go meet other people that want to learn from your experience. That's what happens in Chamber of Commerce. Of course, they drink coffee and tea and eat. The boys are there, the girls are there. Go there as a girl and do your thing. And we know how to network. We women do. And we need to learn to work together. The U.S. Commercial Services, every nation has that. I want to say that carefully, I'm not sure. But every African nation should have it. I know we have it in Nigeria, Ghana has it, and a few other places. The American Embassy the commercial services there. Most people think that the embassies are just for you to go get a visa, right? No. That's the United States of America in your country, whichever country you're representing. So it's important that you get to know your U.S. commercial services. You can Google it, you can engage some of us who do this work, or you can go online and get the information. In Nigeria, there's one they call NUSA, Networking with the United States of America. Has anybody heard of that? No. Please find out. This is engaging small businesses, middle-sized businesses, who strategically get integrated and interested in events that are happening in the U.S. Sometimes when there's a need for matchmaking, our companies are engaged and they want us to find people on ground in whatever country and say, oh, this company is coming to Nigeria, they're coming to Lagos, they're coming to Ghana. We're looking for businesses like this. If we work with this organization that has put this together, and you ensure that not only do we come to let our voices be heard, money answereth all things. When we build our financial strength as women, we can do much more than we're doing now. So we don't have to go to the wrong sources and they don't like our idea, the idea dies, right? When you don't have money to fund it. But how about if we empower our financial base and work together and dare to trust each other and get the results and use that to change Africa. Let me tell you, brothers and sisters, that's what will change Africa. When we start trusting ourselves, and we do now, we dream big now, but we definitely need to action. Do it little by little, take action. We have to take action. It won't be good if we leave here and none of us decide to say, you know what, I'm going to try this. I'm going to meet this person. I'm going to go to the United States Commercial Service. I'm going to talk to this company. Talk to them anyways. This is where we're going as Africans. It's the last emerging economy, sisters and brothers, and the continent needs each and every one of us to step it up and show up, like my other sisters have said, and be in the game, because we are great players. Thank you, and God bless you.
To put a brief summary of everything said so far is that now we have someone here in this area that can help us. In Nigeria, we call it packaging, to help us package ideas where it is acceptable internationally. That's basically what it is. And we'll pass around. If you need information, please, should be seated at the back.
Questions?
Yeah, we need your card.
Okay. Let's deal with the next person so we gather the questions together because of time. Okay. I'm going to bring somebody else quickly. We're trying to rush through this. This is supposed to be a whole session. We're trying to rush through it. Let me say this briefly. My own personal experience, before I left this country, I made real estate investment here. But I lost all of them because I did it the wrong way. I was following the crowd, the way everyone was doing it. I lost all of them. Now, what we have, no, I didn't mean to say sorry. But the point is this, there's always a right way to do things, there's a wrong way to do it. There are people who have put together structures and programs that can help you. People think the only way to own a real estate in the US is to come here, finance a house, and then you're paying the mortgage from Africa. If you're doing that now, that becomes almost impossible, especially if you're doing that from Nigeria, where dollar is 400 naira. So, this session is going to give just a brief information of what we have available or programs that can help you. Of course, at the end of that, you will pass out his information. So, Mr. Femi is